Hey y'all. I just wanted to come on right quick, very briefly. Just kind of like update you guys on what I'm doing, what's kind of happening, what my focus is for the month. I'm really excited for March. Um, can you fix that a little bit? All right. So yeah. So like, I don't know if I actually told you guys this. My word, the thing that I'm kind of focused on, one of the things that's really, um, leading all my decisions or how I operate or whatever. The one word that I'm using to kind of keep me focused on for the year of 2019 is consistency. So last year my word was submitted. So basically to submit, right? And God really placed it on me to like that was the area I needed to work on, just submitting to His will and His way, His timing, all that kind of thing, all that kind of stuff, right? So that was last year. So then this year God gave it to me. One thing I should work on, just my word for the year, would just be consistency. So making sure I'm consistent. Because the thing is, I'll start something, I'll start off really strong, and I'll do really well with something, but then I'll drop off. Or I might, like be inconsistent with a lot of things. So like one of the things I really want to work on is like reading the Bible more, studying more, really digging deeper into the word. And to do that, you gotta be consistent with it. You can't just do like you can't just have one good day. Like I have one good day and then I won't pick up a book or anything for like 2 weeks, right? So my goal, or at least my whole thing for this year, is being consistent. And so like I've been practicing discipline, and like I told you guys about that one where like January I was journaling my prayers, and I gave up fried foods, which ended up not being a big deal because I realized I don't actually fry, so like me giving up fried foods wasn't a big deal at all because I also don't really go out to eat that much. So yeah, wasn't that big of a deal, but like just taking time to journal my prayers. Last month I was really focused on finances, and so this month I decided, well, God really kind of sort of led me to this where I spend intentional time like daily with Him, and so like back in I want to say it was like 2016. I was living in Danville. I had moved to Danville. So this is right after I graduated, graduated grad school. About June, July, I moved to Danville. That's where my job is, right? And so like, I had gotten into the space where like every night, like from like 7 o'clock to about 9 o'clock, I would just spend time studying. I was studying like God's word. I was studying like people in the Bible. I was writing notes. I was, doing all these different things where I'm literally spending so much time. I would literally just sit in the presence of God like for hours. I legit used to be able to just sit there and just sit. And like I'll play like some worship music and literally just sit and allow God and the Holy Spirit to speak to me, tell me things, teach me, just impart things into me, right? And I used to be, and like from since I moved back from Danville, have not had that same, tenacity with study. I have not been able to like get back to that place. So like the month of March, one of the things like God was really pressing on me was to do was like 2 hours every day. Like be it like studying, it might be praying, it might be worshiping, whatever, but literally being intentional about spending 2 hours every single day. And like I don't know what's gonna happen at the end of this month, but I really feel like, as I continue to grow and as I continue to like, operate or in the things that God has called me to do, like you gotta have that foundation. You gotta have that biblical knowledge. You gotta be able to like on point, like in the moment, be able to like tell somebody the scripture or refer to a specific passage in the Bible. And like the thing is, you can't pull from an empty well. So like if I don't know it, like if I'm not studying and I'm not living this thing for real, where I'm actually like studying, like eventually, you know, we're gonna get tired of hearing John 3:16. Like, okay, we got that verse, but do you know another verse? Like we know the real popular ones, but like, do you know anything else? Do you know anything more of substance? Like, do you have substance? Is the things like, are you really going forth? Are you able to communicate? The Bible as you really should be able to. Like the thing is, the only way you grow in those areas, if like you really have to like, it's not just gonna come to you like, or maybe it might. For me, it don't just come to me like it's something I actually have to like read and study and like really okay, let's define these words. Let's read these books. Let's read these commentaries. And so for the month of March is one of the things I'm really focusing on being consistent with God. And so like it's crazy, right? It's only been today's the fifth day, right? So I haven't even done it for today yet. So it's been 4 days that I've been doing this. I probably around 7 o'clock. I'm probably going to start. So for today, but like literally as I'm studying, God would drop, okay, read this book, or look up what this meant, and then it'll be like a word for somebody else. Because like I remember on the other day, he dropped in my spirit to read Zechariah, right? And like the thing was like I don't know anything about Zechariah. I mean I know it's Old Testament, but other than that, that's all I know, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. The thing was I got busy and like I was like, oh crap, I was supposed to do that. And so I had forgotten about it. And so like it was like Sunday morning and like God brought it back to my room and say, oh wait, I told you, to read Zechariah. And so like Sunday mornings are already really busy with me. I gotta walk my dog and I get ready for church. I have to, I have to go to church earlier to help set up and all that other stuff, right? But I have the app called Dwell. They have it for Apple products, but I don't think they have it for Android just yet. Well, they might have it now, but when it first came out, it wasn't on Android, but it's called Dwell. And basically, I really like it because it's like an audio Bible, but they have different plans, so listening plans that might have like scriptures that are kind of around the same thing. They might have a plan for that. They have like a Bible in the year type thing where you can listen to part of the Bible. And at the end of the year, you would have listened to through the whole entire Bible. And so I got the app. I was like, you know what? Let me listen to Zechariah. So literally as I was walking my dog, I was listening to it. I had my headphones in and I was listening to it. And so I got to about the 7th chapter and the speaker was reading that part, and he was like, oh, that's for so and so, and he immediately was like, all right, now you're done, you don't have to listen anymore. I was like, really? Wow, that's crazy. And it's like because I'm being more open to like hearing the word of God, hearing God's voice, because I'm trying to put forth that effort to really be in the word, to be interacting with it. Like now God can then use me, because had I not actually been intentional, had I not actually gone ahead and listened to that Bible book, I wouldn't be able to encourage that person who needed it. It's crazy, right? And and then another thing that happened. So that was one thing, like God used that whole moment. And then another thing was like God was showing me just some parallels of like what I was reading in the Bible with what we were experiencing with what one of my friends were experiencing at the time. And literally I saw how, okay, this is how it happened in the Bible, and this is what's happening in this person's life right now. So then I could encourage them, because the part in the Bible is already written. We already know how it ends, God. And so the thing is, it's like, okay, now I can then encourage you, because based off this is happening. This is how it happened in the Bible, and they got victory in that situation. So then this applies to you. Like God told me, like, yep, that's that person's situation, right? And so it's like, okay, well then let me encourage you. So it's really crazy. And it's only been like 4 days, because today's the 5th day, right? And so like I'm super excited to really just see how far I grow, or how much I can grow like in this period of time. Because like a month is a long time to be doing something, but at the same time, it's not that long of a time either. But I feel like, God is definitely going to like honor and bless the fact that I am like going forth in it. So it's something I've been really excited about doing, just learning more and like reading more about God's word and learning more in that area. So I don't know. I just want to encourage you guys right quick. I'm literally about to go get off here, get my setup ready so I can study some more. I'm just looking at, actually it's kind of fun. I'm looking at the disciples right now, just kind of reviewing over there, like the whole process, how they were called and all that kind of stuff. Because I feel like as I learn more about that, I'm gonna have a word for somebody else to encourage them, like to go deeper. I think the whole thing is like to go deeper in God. So like he's calling certain people that I know to go deeper into his word. But the thing is, had I not been being intentional about it, had I not been studying like I, supposed to be studying, I would never know that. I would never be able to encourage anybody. So yeah, I just want to encourage y'all, like, literally, and it doesn't have to be 2 hours. You don't have to start at 2 hours. That's where I am right now, where it's like I felt like God wanted me to spend 2 hours with him like every day. But like, even if it's just like the first 5 minutes when you wake up and you say a prayer or you read a devotional, like investing that time, like, and allowing it to then build up, like you never know like what God will show you, what God might tell you, like he might warn you about something, but just being intentional about it, like God is going to honor that, So yeah, just want to encourage y'all right quick. I will talk to y'all later.